Come back.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'll show you. Okay, you want to see? Okay. This verse that's in your book that you use all the time.
Yeah.
You quote verse 13. What does it say here? That God or
Tell us the book, name of the book, the chapter.
temporary bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Usman, so this, Alright, we good? Alright, cool. So this verse that you use against Christians at the park all the time, it's in your book. Acts chapter 3 verse 13. You quote the verse that says, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God of our fathers, glorify thee servant Jesus.
Servant Jesus.
You stop right there.
That's a verse in the Bible.
That's right here. I got it. Wait, hold on.
Jesus was a servant.
Hold on, I have here highlighted from verse 13 to 15. Yes, it says that right there. But let's finish.
One Muslim, one Christian.
So
hold on. Did you read in the Holy Bible?
I just read it right now. I agree with you. It says he's a servant.
Let me speak now.
No, I'm not done.
What do you mean,
I'm not done. I'm making a point about the verse you use. So in the verse you use, you stop right there where it says he glorified his servant Jesus.
Yeah, servant.
But guys, when you go to Acts chapter 3 verse 13 and read down to 15, it says, but you denied the holy and righteous one, asked for a murderer to be granted to you, and you killed the author of life.
Kill.
So who's the author of life?
Okay.
Who's the author of life? In the same verse you quoted.
Hold on. First you mentioned that Jesus is the servant of God. Yes?
Right. In the same passage, right? Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So is it true when the Bible says Jesus was a servant of God? Is it true 100% that Jesus was a servant of God? Yes?
Yeah, we agree with you.
How can a
But
servant
okay,
be God?
we already agreed.
So
And I already schooled you.
God.
No, I already agreed with you, and I schooled you on this last time when we spoke a couple months ago. But I'm saying,
this one.
in the same verse, in the same passage you quoted, does it not say you killed the author of life, which is Jesus? So is Jesus the author of life? Yes or no?
Hold on.
Yes or no? Is Jesus the author of life?
What do you mean, creator?
Yes, author of life. Is that the author of life?
Okay, let me tell you.
Who is the author of life actually? Who is he?
Can I speak?
Just answer the question. Who is the author
Can
of
I
life?
speak?
Yes, if you answer
How
the question.
can I answer when you keep talking?
No, because you ask questions and you expect me to answer, but you don't.
And now
You don't want to go back and
and
forth.
listen.
Okay, so answer the question. Who is the author of life? Go ahead.
When you say the author of life, you mean the creator of life.
Oh, so that's what author of life means, right?
Right, okay.
Okay,
Hold on.
so who killed the author of life?
Let
Who,
me
the
speak.
author of life is killed, right?
So are you saying Jesus is the author of life?
That's what the verse says right here. The one you quote to everyone from your book right there,
I
from
know.
your washed script.
You answer. Are you saying Jesus is the author of life?
Yes.
Are you saying
No, the
Jesus-
Bible says that. The Bible says that.
I know.
Oh, he just said, I know the Bible says Jesus is God. There you go, that's it.
No, it doesn't say God.
He just said, I know Jesus is the author of life in the Bible. No, that's it, done. That's it. His whole argument. Wait, was your whole argument? Wait, pause. I'm not running. Wait, stop. He just said Jesus is God, bro.
Not scared. Come
No,
back.
was your whole argument?
Knock out his
Wait,
argument.
pause. Let me talk to
In
the camera.
every Christian Bible.
In every Christian Bible, it says Jesus is God. Now listen here.
Okay,
You
listen.
just conceded
Wait,
right now, bro.
What's wrong with you? Let me
Okay,
speak.
no, I'm not done. I'm not
No,
done.
what do you mean
You,
you're
ju-
not
you
done?
just finished
Let
the
me
argument, bro.
speak. I haven't sp-
Your whole
Okay.
argument was
In every
stop
Christian Bible,
screaming, bro. I'm
in
gonna
the
get in front of the
Gospel
camera.
according to John, chapter
And now
5,
he just changed the
he's
verse.
scared. He's scared.
All right, so there you have it,
Let me
guys.
give you a word.
His whole argument
Let me
was
give you a word.
there's so many verses in the Bible.
Let
There's
me
so
give you a
many.
word.
He said there's so many
Excuse
verses
me.
in the Bible.
Excuse me.
No, we just
These
finished the
Christians
point.
are scared. Look at it.
I'm not scared.
Okay, so let me-
I schooled
let me
you.
speak,
I
let me
schooled you.
speak.
I schooled you on every
In
verse
every
last time we
Christian
spoke.
Bible, in the
No, we're not
Gospel
changing it
according to
yet.
John,
We're not changing it yet.
Chapter 5, verse 30. Jesus
ju-
is speaking. What does Jesus say in the Christian Bible? Jesus said, be quiet. Jesus said, by myself I can do nothing.
So what's the
Wait, hold on.
biggest verse?
What's this? What's
God.
this? What's
That's
this?
the Bible.
Wait, watch this. I got you. If you make him allow me to speak. Okay.
That's your Bible.
John.
So is that
Yeah.
true?
Okay, so guys,
Is that
I'm
true?
answering now.
So is
You
it
quoted John chapter 5 verse 30, right?
Right?
Okay, cool.
Is that
Watch
true?
the same blunder he makes.
Answer.
Watch the same blunder. Let me speak, yeah? Yeah. There, now he's running. No, that's it. Finish. Halas, bro. Now let me explain what just happened to the cameras, right? His whole argument was, and it's destroyed in front of everyone right now. there's so many verses in the Bible that says Jesus is a servant, Jesus is a prophet. Well, I just showed him in the same passage he quoted, where it says he's a servant of God, it says he's the author of life. The unalive, the author of life. And when I asked him, did it just say that? He said, yes, I know. Okay, so his whole argument's done, finished. He went to John chapter 5 verse 30, where it says, I by myself can do nothing alone. But hello, how can you go to John chapter 5, where in verse 23, he says that you must honor the Son the same way you honor the Father. If you don't honor the Son, you don't have the Father. You must worship the Son. Hold on, I'm not done. And in the same chapter, right, where he said, where he quoted, then it says, I by myself do nothing. He says, everything the Father does, I do the same likewise. How can you do everything that God does in the same way? It's not a contradiction because we believe He's God and man. He has two natures.
What did he say? He said something about he can't.
He quoted John chapter 5 verse 30.
Why is that in the Bible then if he can do everything?
No, because if you read the context, what he's trying to say is that the operation is inseparable from God because He is God. Yeah, like the power, the same power, operation that's in God is in Him because He is God Himself. That's why in the same chapter he says that everything the Father does, the Son does likewise. And you must honor the Son the same way you honor the Father, because if you don't honor the Son, you don't have the Father.
Then he should not put that verse
So no, that's not true, because that's the emphasis that was being put on the whole chapter. When you read John chapter 5, you start from 30 or verse number 1?
One, obviously.
From verse number 1. If you read from verse number 1 to verse 30, that's abundantly clear.
What's the context then? Why is he saying that I the Father can, I the Father
respect
can
the surah.
Right. They don't respect the surah.
Let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed, right?
Right.
If any Jew fail to judge by the light of what Allah has revealed,
But anyway, I think we got the point across. You guys can like take the camera.